Let's see if the stream still survived me changing to a different mode. Alright, so it looks like it set me at the beginning of the game for some reason, which is a bit unfortunate. But we can persevere. We're on our road to mastery. On the road to mastery, I have played this game, finished up the student version. So unfortunately, this is going to be... Yeah, I get it. I get it. I've done this plenty of times. Plenty of times. Hold on. Actually, I might switch it to the keyboard. I'm gonna do keyboard. The mouse, not fast enough. So this is one of the games that I'll actually play on my laptop because it isn't all that demanding.
In the combat zone. Buttons move slowly in this zone.
It isn't all that demanding, so I'll play this when I'm just traveling and I don't have my main computer with me. And so it was actually on my other computer, my work computer, that I got so far in this. So unfortunately we're starting from the beginning, and our little sensei dude is giving us all the instructions over again. So for those of you who have played this game before, welcome. It is a very fun, simple concept, one finger death punch, where you only have two buttons, either the mouse keys, or in my case I like to use the keyboard. And different rounds have different levels, so you'll see in a little bit they'll have different round types. They start you off slow, and they introduce new colored characters based on what they do. So these guys need 2 hits in order to take them down. Oh, that also means I lost all my abilities. Dang, I'm starting from like the very beginning. Whoops, that was my mistake. It's not quite fast enough for what I'm used to. I have to remind myself to take my time, just a tad bit. There we go. Nice and easy. So we'll just keep moving. I'll show you some of the different levels. I have done an episode like this before, but that was just an introduction to get the idea of the game, whereas this I'm pushing to make up lost ground. And that I mean get back to mastery and then go beyond it, maybe even Grandmaster, who knows? Ah. I say that as I screw up. Nice. And the last guy of these is one of the bosses. There we go. Perfect. Nice. So now we have the option of doing different types of rounds, and you see when they are square like this, that means you get a ability out of it. So you want to do these as much as you can in order to get new abilities. Ah, I thought I had more. So one thing that the game kind of trains you to do is pay attention to color, because the color indicates what the type of character is. Blues switch on you. Greens are 2 of the same side. And then you'll have oranges, purples, reds, things like that. And based on their color, you know what to do. However, there are rounds that take away the color, such as Thunderstorm and Old Fashioned. There we go. The better, which makes it really difficult. So I had to untrain my. Yeah.
Automatically activated when the kill requirement is a click skill. Each equipped
Okay.
skill will become active while playing a stage once you kill a certain amount of enemies.
So basically,
The 3 daggers skill activates after you kill 1 enemy. When 1 enemy is killed,
okay. So he's explaining it, but basically what it comes down to is you get skills. You get to use them after a certain amount. You see at the bottom left it says how many kills you need in order to activate it. So it's active now. So the next time I get a bow, I get 3 arrows worth. Like this guy. 1, 2, 3, and a dagger. If I were to equip the 3 arrow, 3 dagger, then I get 6 total. 3 of each. And there are a ton of different skills, and you have to do those levels in order to unlock them. So that's the gist of it. Some of them are really cool. Some of them are weapons based. Some of them are martial arts based. Oop. There we go. Nice. And you notice every time I do well, the speed in the upper left here increases.
every dagger comes with 2 additional daggers.
There you go. So now we're gonna do a boss,
Boss round.
and it's generally
Switches between green and the blue. The enemy's hits are indicated below them.
it's 1 at a time, and then when you get towards the end, they end up doing 2 at a time. And basically what it comes down to is you may have a lot of enemies, but you only have 2 sides, and that's what the really comes down to, is you have 2 sides, so you can only be hit from 2 different angles at a time. And if you keep that in mind, it really reduces the amount that you have to worry about. So, for those watching, you may actually notice that when I play, I tend to focus on the center area. Like, I'll pay attention to the guys showing up, to be sure. I'll pay attention to them, for sure. Ooh, Ball of Death.
Into enemies. It will kill any enemy in 1 hit.
Okay.
Juggle the ball back and forth to kill as many enemies as possible. The ball must be in your left or right mouse button zones in order for you
Oh, I lost it. Because I slashed through him too quickly. That's okay. And decapitation. Partial decapitation, let's be fair now. More like I wouldn't call it a scalping because it wasn't from off the top.
Platinum medal awarded.
Alright, so if we keep pressing forward, we'll get to different levels, different types. Really, this is about as fast as I can go in order to finish this. Oh, let me, hold on.
Stage reset.
My keyboard is not working.
Stage reset.
I turned it back off. There we go. Sorry about that. You're like, huh, totally pressing buttons, totally on the right part of the keyboard. But now we should be good. That is the one problem I find every now and then with my wireless keyboards, is that they sometimes decide they don't want to connect. Oops. So sometimes, depending on how surrounded I am, I'll focus on taking out one guy, or I'll focus on whoever's closest. So you notice there for a little bit, I did have a blue, but because I pushed him back enough, I went and switched sides and attacked the guy who was closer to me. And that's because you don't want to lose your combos, you don't want to get hit. Your health bar at the bottom, you only have 10 hits in the regular rounds. Some rounds they only give you 5, some only give you 1.
Enemies drop weapons for you to pick.
They train you in the version. The map itself is pretty much the same, but the speed increases and the amount of enemies increase. Pick up the weapon. Oh, right next to your friend. And I'm gonna pick it up again anyway. So because I had a weapon already in my hand, and I picked up another one, you can throw the other one. Oh, nunchuck round. Nunchaku! Now, nunchuck round, it speeds up once you get halfway, and it just keeps getting faster and faster. You'll notice there, right there, that's when the screen changed, and the speed picked up. Okay, last guy, come on. Whoops. Prematurely did that one. There we go. So the speed keeps going up, which is not good. I'm okay with right now because it's early in the game. But with this level speed, 175% speed, I'm getting close to the base speed of Master. Or Endgame Student. Which is what I'm used to doing, to be sure, but if it keeps going, I'm going to get stuck. Which means I will have to intentionally lose in order to reduce the speed. Nice catch. Once it starts getting a little bit more difficult. Right now, I'm okay. I'm able to talk and do this without much thought. There we go. Perfect. 194. Oh, shoot. Oh, 194. Okay. We can do this. We can't do this. I don't know who I'm kidding. So none of these here have abilities. So right now I'm like trying to get as much as I can done ability-wise. There are multiple paths you can take, and some of them are more. There's some of them have reasons to go to, like collecting the abilities and unlocking everything. Really, the end game is to just finish the map. Okay, how are we doing? Doing alright. Oh, thank goodness, I was not paying attention to that. Nah, he was in my range. He was totally in the range. So you notice, oops. I'm starting to get to that speed that's I need to pay more attention and talk less, but that defeats the purpose of a stream. So we'll see. 196. 196. Ooh, broke that guy's neck or back or something. Lots of Kalima. Well, what I was saying before is that when you have a weapon, your range slightly increases. And there are other abilities that you can unlock later to get that even better. And you break the jawline. Ooh, man. Anyone order a cleft palate? Oh, goodness. Ah, too early. I'm gonna want that back, bud. Thank you. Oops. Thought he was blue. Nice. 200%. 200% speed. This is getting a little ridiculous. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Yeah, I know. I know. Oh. I know. It sucks. A lot. I'm going way too fast. That's because I'm doing well because it's early stages of student mode. So, when we hit 30, yep, they're going to start increasing in speed. I'm going to have to start paying attention. This isn't bad because this is early game. Okay, here we go. Come on, Master. Nice.
Platinum medal awarded.
Whew. So, Smash Round, don't need to do. We'll have plenty more. Where that comes from. 208. 208. What's the highest? Whew, I'm gonna pay attention. I don't know what the highest is. I haven't gone this high before. Shoot, this guy's still hitting me. Okay. I'm getting that low. I'm getting to the point where it's becoming a little bit more difficult. Oh, cool. Survival mode. Alright, speed round.
Kill all enemies before time runs out.
Yes, sir. 69 seconds to kill these guys. In certain rounds like this, your abilities are gone. How we doing? Done. Oh, plenty of time. It took me like half the time.
Awarded.
Well, it hasn't gone above 208 yet, which I suppose is a good thing because this is getting a bit ridiculous. Yeah, like this is the speed of end of students, beginning of master, which is what I'm used to doing. Ah, dang it. But then again, as I said before, I am severely out of practice. There we go. Nice combo there. Oh, thank goodness you're all one button. Woo! Going well so far. Can I go above 208? I don't want to. Well, nunchuck round, I don't think it will. No, I lied. It will. Okay. Luckily, all these guys go down after one hit, but when they pick up speed and you get surrounded, it becomes very difficult to deal with. Okay, last guy. Ha! Take that, dude. I did not miss at all. I mean, him, I should say. Okay, what's this? Thunderstorm. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. You cannot see.
Thunderstorm round. Keep an eye on the weapons. Hard to see. Remember to look at the blue and red bars below multi-hit enemies. Know what to press.
I have my abilities, but I cannot tell the color of the person itself. So you have to look. You have to look underneath, and every now and then there's a thunderstorm, thunder hit or strike itself. Lightning and all that, in which you go blind, which is great. Ah, crap. Yeah, you get the golden sword when your last hit. I should just die. Hit me. Decrease the speed, please. It's difficult when this is a game that's based on 2 buttons and sight. And when they do something like this, it becomes very difficult. Actually, to the point that you saw that I unlocked survival mode. There's a survival, then there's a blind survival, which I think is ridiculous. They take away the bottom bar. And that's how you're trained. That's how they train you up the entire game, is to pay attention to the bottom bar. That's what the sensei's saying over and over again. And then he's like, JK, try blind survival mode where you can't see what they are. And that's one of the situations where you want to actually memorize the colors. Yeah, okay. Music's pretty awesome, though, I must say. Okay. So it won't give me a speed up because I did poor, which is good. Unarmed Master. So basically, that little lip that it adds on.
You have the maximum skill. Click on the active skills.
I recognize that.
Skills active. Click on the active skills.
I'm trying to leave the menu. Thank you. So there's one over here. Let's go for that guy.
Kill all enemies before speed around.
Oops. I have to pay attention. No, I know, I keep saying that. Good. Good. Done.
Gold medal awarded.
Sword skill is good with weapon rain because weapon rain causes more weapons to rain down. Who'd have thought? There are a couple of skills that I really like.
See the enemy button combo. If you see 3 blue bars, you left click 3 times.
Yeah.
If you see 3 red bars, you right click 3 times.
Basically, it says don't button mash, but after a certain point, you kind of start button mashing. Whoa, see that? I just piled through all of them. So, Unarmed Master activated, which means I have more range. I also smacked that guy's arm off, or eye out. Nice. Killed the brawler without actually having to deal with him, which is great. The brawlers are the ones that have the crowns on them, and they are the ones that you have to pay attention to and fight well. Okay, here's a fun one. 1 health. You gotta deflect these daggers. Whew, it's fast. Hold on. We're good, we're good. No problem. Alright, moving our way to multi-round, which is a multiple speed, where you do the same thing over and over again, but the speed increases. So right now we're 183%. Oop, that was a bad choice. So what I should have done, and what I'll probably do the next time around, that way I don't repeat myself. Oh, still 183? Is use the smoke bomb on the red guy. Last one. There he is. Okay, here we go. Yeah, see, I cleared him that time. But you notice how fast it's getting. It's the same 15 enemies. Woo!
Destroy him.
I will. I will gladly do that.
Gold medal awarded.
Alright, and then whatever this one is, mob round. So, typical 115 enemies, decent speed. And then we'll get a skill unlock for it, which is great, because we like skills. Nice dodge there, dude. Too bad it didn't do you much. It just bought you about an extra second of life. Oops. Too early. This is my angry mace. It's an angry mace. He's adorable. There we go. Frenzy mode. I believe that's what they call it. Oh, see, got stuck there. Nice. Thank goodness you were all on the right side.
Gold medal awarded.
Okay.
Skill unlocked.
Light them up. So, I'm not sure what this one does.
Light up all enemies for 10 seconds.
While this skill is active, you can strike enemies out of your fighting range without missing. Your new fighting range is shown on the screen. I see. So he says a really cool light 'em up when you activate it, but I don't really use it much. Because the thing of it is it changes something that's basic to the game. It changes your range, and if you get accustomed to a certain range and you go in a battle, keep switching. I mean, it's personal preference to be sure, but if you go into a battle type and the range keeps switching on you, oops, then it may not be conducive for getting to a rhythm. Ooh, can I have that stick? Thank you. I will swing it around my neck like deadly force and use a upper punch. There we go. Unarmed master with the blue smoke just billowing around me. I don't know why, but I mean, when you are an OP humanoid-like thing, you don't question your abilities. Oh, I'm going too slow. I'll have to speed it up a bit. Okay, good. So during those things, they do not count against you. However, if you miss and take damage, that counts against you. Ah, he was totally right there. Whatever, game. There we go. Still doing okay. We'll see how far we can get. I'm gonna at least get through like a third of the map, unlock some of the things. So here, if I zoom out and look around, so the map's huge. It goes, loops around, then it becomes one path that you can take, and it finishes right there in like this little Mordor looking place. So what I'm gonna try to do, I got a little bit of time left. I'll try to get down to here for sure, if not down here. And just unlock some more abilities. Get the mouse out of the way. Whoops. That's what happens when I mess with the mouse. Okay, so it's 2 and 3. Alright, so here we go. Got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Nice.
Round 3.
Please have mercy. Okay, let's hope I don't mess this one up because I don't know how fast we are going right now, but we are flying. Got it. That was close. That was close, to be sure.
The medal. Awarded.
Eesh. Took too many hits. Because I'm going too fast.
Yellow enemies.
If the game would be going at its...
Look at the red and these bars. Will
Yeah, yeah.
fit this yellow enemy. You must press red, red, blue. Yellow enemies will be red, red, blue. On the right side or blue, blue, red. On the left side. You don't have to memorize their patterns. The colored bars will multi-hit enemies. Show you exactly what it is.
Exactly. He keeps saying, oh, the color will do it, the color will do it, and then you have certain stages that take away the color, and you're just like, dude, what do I do now? Oh, he said fight. Is that to give away that this guy is a larger threat? He's a brawler that takes more time, basically.
Victory.
Ball of Death. You are my best friend, my only friend in this. Like, there's no premise to this. Are you just trying to get to the other side? For what? Why are all these people trying to attack you? Who knows? I don't. Ah. Okay. I'm keeping pace. But I'm screwing up a little bit. Ah. Okay.
Silver medal awarded.
Survival round. I'm going to skip survival round. It's luckily something you can do.
Hit the enemies in smash round.
Smash round, you hit them into the stuff that the chains bring down. Chains bring down like that. So it's kind of like keep going and then use the environment, which you cannot particularly control. You just keep going and then hope that you hit them into it. He didn't need that. He wasn't using it. Stop it. Stop. These guys are super handsy. There. Speed down. Thank you.
Awarded.
I could use a little speed down. Do another boss. Nice. See, the speed went down a little bit, and I can handle this. As I say. Right as I get hit. As I say that. Yeah, and like I said before, people get trained different ways when they play this. I started doing a mouse, and then I got used to just using the keyboard, and now I got very good with the keyboard. Although I'm sure there are people who play this at Grandmaster level, and
Don't have to memorize the patterns. Look at the red and blue bars below them. These colored bars will show you exactly what you need to press. Start
yes sir, I will do that, Master. Or Sensei, or whatever you wish to be called. Nice.
Platinum medal awarded.
Gray out skill is good during thunderstorm rounds. So we're working our way towards this other skill here, which we desperately want. I don't know what it is. If it's deep impact, I'd be pretty happy. Or freezing point, I'd also be pretty happy. I like the ones that are crowd control. Okay, hold on. We're gonna pay attention. Okay, paying attention now. Nice. Keep it going, keep it going. 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Platinum medal awarded.
Okay. I'm not sure what skill this is. We'll get it, we'll figure it out. I like the design of the places though. I mean, it has 4 or 5 different songs that it randomizes, and it has a number of different actual kung fu styles. Which, if you were to slow it down, you can actually observe all the hits and recognize that the people who made this game really studied the martial art. Although when you talk to them about it, it's more like, yeah, we wanted a really fast-paced, kung fu, awesome feeling game, which is what they got, and it is fantastic. Swordmaster.
Can use swords for 3 times as long.
Don't necessarily need it. Okay, so let's do this one. Let's do this. And then I think I'll have to call it for this stream. But I'm just trying to unlock as much as I can get. Oh. Hold on. We're stuck again. We're stuck again. Now we're back in business. That's something I will need to get, or in the future, is a better keyboard. Not saying there's anything wrong. Well, there is something wrong with this one. It's a very nice, cheap keyboard, wireless, that I got. But every now and then it decides, you know, I'm just gonna take the day off. And I'm like, you know, that's cool and all, man, but work with my schedule for a little bit. Let's you and me, let's help each other out. When you need to be used, I would like you to be used well. And then the rest of the day, you know, when I'm at work or doing other stuff, you can take that time off. That's actually most of the day. Like, either working or sleeping, that's the majority of my schedule. So I think it's a fair agreement to say, you know, however long if we were to average it, a couple hours a week that I need you to actually be on your game, versus me, I'm like, you get the rest of the time off. Couple hours a week of working? That's not that bad. At least, I don't think so. I think that's pretty reasonable. I'm talking to my keyboard, by the way. It's kind of weird. Nice. Oops. So one thing I'm not sure about, I know that when you get Unarmed Master unlocked, you drop whatever weapon you were using, which is fine because... Ah. Oh, thank you, Ball. You came back to me. And now you're gone again. I'm gonna reach it. I'm gonna get it. I got it, and I got to kill something with it. Okay. So if you interact with a brawler, it actually pushes other people away. So it's something that I'll have to use as a strategy in order to give myself a little bit more space, if need be. I'll hit the, if I'm in a pinch and I have a bunch of enemies around me, I'll hit the brawler first and get that engagement made. That way, when I finish with him, the other enemies are kind of pushed back a little bit, and I'm not going to get hit immediately out of a brawl. Okay, hold on. I got to restart this. That was a bit bad as a start. There we go. Oh, see, I went to go pick up the weapon, but because it was at the point of unarmed master, it activated, and therefore my extra hit that I had mentally made in order to pick up the weapon was invalid, and it caused me to be missed, which slowed me down. So there are, even though the abilities sound awesome, there are negatives to them. Because I missed because the weapon disappeared because I activated the unarmed master due to me getting a certain kill count. And I mean, no big deal. You lose a little bit of points. Smack the eye out of someone because you're mad about that. I'll take my revenge out on other people. I mean, it's totally fine. It's totally healthy. One more. Alright, I think this is the freezing point one. I like it. So let's finish this up. Shaolin Tiger style. So when you get close to the end, your mob rounds are up to like 300 people. And the speed is so... It's increased, like I was saying before. When we were at the 200%, that's like close to... Nice combo. That's close to what you're dealing with at the end game of the map. Is around the 200%. It's crazy. And so because I threw that, it interrupted it. The brawl that I was having. Which threw me off a bit. Not everything is controlled. You have to be adaptable to a point. Ah, too early. Thank you for being rather consistent. Nice. Okay, we're good. We're doing great. We actually are doing very well. Of course. Wait for the brawler to back up the other guys. Done. So, what did I get? One Finger Death Punch is much more than a game where you beat up dudes. Freezing Point, yes. Okay, so I like that one. I don't need Unarmed Master. I like Freezing Point, so I'll show you why. Where is the next? There's one. So I'll work my way towards this one here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, no. We can skip. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's faster. Okay, let's do this. Freezing Point's activated. It's going to activate after 27 kills. And freezes and basically kills anyone on screen. Ah, not the orange ones. The orange ones are okay. But those that change sides multiple times, which, yeah, there you go, freezing point. And these frozen guys are smashable. This guy, the rose looking one. I don't know, I just have a difficult time wrapping my head around him sometimes. There we go. If he's by himself, it's not too bad. Okay, I'm screwing up too much. Not okay. Okay, got those two. Smashed him. Ah. Okay, 7, 6. Done. Good. That went well. No worries. What's this? Retro film. Sure, why not? You might enjoy it. This is what I was talking about.
Be able to see the color of your enemies in the retro film rounds. Look at the red, blue bars below the multi-hit enemies. These bars will show you exactly what to press in order to destroy.
Like, look at this. This is confusing. The brawlers in retro film round are very difficult. Well, listen to the music though, it's fantastic. Okay. Like, the people who came up with this game had a lot of fun with it. I just thought I finished them all. Why are we speeding up again? Wait. Okay, 3 hits, 10 men, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, come on. That was a cheap, like, ankle shot. You see him kick that? That was not cool, man. So yeah, that's where I'm going to leave it for this time. There's a couple more abilities that I'm going to try to get through. I barely touched the surface of this. I think I'm like a quarter of the way there, if that. I'm going to hunt down some more abilities, work my way towards the end in order to complete student mode, and then move on to master mode, because that's really where it gets a lot of fun, and that's what most people want to see. Is they want to see the master mode where it gets difficult, and they'll see me struggle more than I have been now, warming myself back up into the game. But that's a aside for the time being. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. It's a very fun game, simple, very action-packed. I really like it. It's something that I don't really need to think much about, and I can just kind of work my way towards it, getting through wave and wave. But enough of me rambling, and as always, take it easy.